Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our New York Red Bulls Saves. So, we are at the start of Season 2, and we start off with a Champions League game. So, we have two Champions League games to play right now against Alajuelense. They're from Costa Rica, in essence. They're usually very good. We probably will do decent against them, but they're like won the Champions League 3 times, 30 league titles. This is in essence the Europa League kind of version of CONCACAF. I guess that's the best way to put it. Like what if we go to how do we just how would we go to that? I guess just search CONCACAF, right? Can I just not search here? CONCACAF Player of the Year. I should be able to just find CONCACAF. Like, if we... No. Our competitions. Yeah, okay. I don't know where that thing is. In essence, though, it's like the second. It's weird. It's very the system in CONCACAF is kind of bizarre, but in essence, it's the second tier of it. Just putting it that way, it's the best way I'd say you can describe it. But yeah, so these are all the games that currently go on. We have a Guatemalan team, Mexican, Panamanian, Honduran, American, Canadian, Costa Rican, and Trinidadian teams. So it's pretty good mix of teams. We obviously take on these guys. There's a good amount of MLS teams. No MLS teams are playing each other just yet. There are two only one Mexican. No, yeah, there's none. Yeah, there's no international. There's no teams that are playing another team from their own division. So that's good to see. But yeah, that's what we're starting off with. Now, we purchased Kyle Duncan at the end of his loan. He'll be joining at the end. He signed on a long-term loan, so we'll get him at the end of that. Yeah, I meant to transfer history. We've done two things. Will it show? Yeah. So, we've signed this guy here, Jesus Jimenez, from our academy. So he's joined from our academy. I don't know if he'll be that amazing in the future, but he's got decent potential. We'll see if he works out. Maybe potential profit at the end of it, but something to be paying attention to. And he plays a position that we need, so it's worth a shot. We signed this guy who looks brilliant for the future. Already worth nearly 2.9 million to 5.6. He's a Filipino. Is he Filipino American? Yes, he's Filipino American. Lovely. He won't have to worry about an international spot for him. But he looks like a really, really good goalkeeper for the future. Especially as a sweeper keeper, and if we can improve his kicking, beautiful. But at 16, I'm thrilled. Looks great enough already. We also signed Jeff Dusnip, 18-year-old, not as good as the other guy, but he'll be useful. Stick around the first team for a little bit. Him, Marucci, and then we can start betting in. How do you say his name again? Nasir, and hopefully Nasir can be the goalkeeper of the future. Now, leaving Frankie Amaya, I didn't protect him just because I wasn't really I didn't love him, and I wasn't certain what we were going to do with him. So I didn't protect him in the expansion draft, and he was selected by St. Louis. So he was selected by them. So we lost him in the expansion draft. Now that means we got a compensation. We got some compensation, and on top of that, we also are safe from the next expansion draft when it occurs, so none of our players can be taken in the next one. It's also such a Red Bull thing, is I think every single expansion draft, a Red Bull player has been picked when eligible. So every possible expansion draft Red Bull players are eligible, and they've had a player picked. So also to say, Hassan Indam was picked in the expansion draft when Cincinnati joined the league as well. Where is he? So he was picked by Cincinnati here, which I just find so funny. So that happened. Now, we have a new player in as well. Lauren Zuniga. So I've signed him from Malaga. 500k. He's got decent future ahead of him, it looks like. Nothing crazy, but I think he'll be decent enough for us. It's a young player with potential. We still have Burke, so we still have him there. But I think he'll be someone that can help improve and do things and just, I don't know, he's interesting to me. 12 determination, spirited, shoots with power, tries first-time shots, runs with the ball. He's an EU national. But very two-footed. He's 6 feet tall. He's got to work on a little bit about his stamina and some balance, but like he's pretty quick. He's a good decision maker. Decent enough off the ball. Decent enough in these areas. So there's a player here, I think, and if we can improve on him and teach him and help him out, I think we'll have a good player. And I don't know. I feel like he's a bit of a hybrid between Van Zier and Burke, and it can help kind of maybe bridge that gap a little better for us. But with that being said, I think it's probably going to be time to take these guys on now. Also, with Amaya leaving, Ngoma is just going to straight up step into that role and be promoted. So he's going to be there. We're going to go our main back two from last season, Brunelli and Reyes. Tolkien and Duncan as well. Of course, the amazing Heidman. Yearwood, Caceres isn't really on preseason, so we'll give Caceres the game. No. Omir, who was amazing there. Morgan, Luquinhas, and the reigning MLS MVP, Dante Van Zier. Yes, folks, that is right. Van Zier was able to pick up the MLS MVP last year, which is awesome to see. It was very, very well deserved after his incredible season for us. Now, we've also promoted Curtis Ofori into the first team for this season, just because Ruan hasn't been the greatest in my opinion. I haven't really been thrilled too much by the signing, and we have an international roster spot expiring soon. So Ofori's been brought into the first team, see how he does, see if he fits in well, see what he can do, and depending on how he does, we will continue or not with that. Because him and Ruan are pretty much the same star rating, similar enough. So we'll see. Yearwood, Edelman, Zuniga can get in here, and we'll put Elias Manuel in. Actually, no, we'll do Carmona, because Carmona I have a little more faith in both sides. So perfect. What does they want? Yeah, that's an interesting one. But no, I'm happy with this team. I think this is our best team. I'm excited for Zuniga. He's scored a few goals so far in preseason. I can't remember how many, but he scored a few. So he's definitely got some scoring in him already. They have been playing recently, it seems. Trying to see. Good player here. Don't know too much of anybody else. He looks familiar. Oh, it's Celso Borges, that's why. I'm like, why does he look familiar? I think I know who this is. That doesn't give me enough information. I think I know. I think he played for someone in Europe. But I know Celso Borges. That's for certain. I know him. Richard, I feel like if you've watched CONCACAF, you know who Borges is. The man's just chronically just continued to always appear in anything CONCACAF related with Costa Rica national team. Could be an early start here. Morgan's already in. Nothing there, though. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. Nearly a very, very strong start. Let's put this back onto Key. Apologies from the final that we played. Tolkien into Caceres. Could there be an early start? Nope. Tolkien back to Heidman. Back to Duncan. He's going to drive forwards and just blast it over the bar in somewhat of a poor effort. But good start. 2 shots to start early on, and I'm not going to complain with that. Morgan with the corner here. He's going to swing it in. It's headed clear. Omir can get it. Back to Morgan. Cuts it back to Luquinhas, who gets tripped up, and that should be a very, very clear-cut penalty. Lovely footwork from the Brazilian, and we should be in business. Well, we'll hopefully be in business. I have faith in our ability to score this penalty. Not really sure what VAR was needed in there, but take your time. Van Zier, 27 goals last season. Can he start off doing? Yes, he can. He can start off doing it in the Costa Rica 1-0 lead. 14 minutes into the game. Van Zier getting hot already. Exactly what we've needed from him. Some confidence. Maybe we can even get Zuniga on later in the game, which would be lovely to see. Obviously, we want to put out our strong team away from home. I don't know if FM has it in here, but I just, with the way these games always seem to be in real life, it's so difficult to play in these foreign countries. The quality of the pitches, or just the atmosphere and everything like that is just really tough. And so teams tend to struggle a lot. So I wanted to put a really strong team out to try to do what we could to cover off any struggles we would have. And then at home, we can play possibly a little more rotated if we had a lead. Just so we can feel a little more comfortable. Just because we are facing off against a good team. We didn't get like a lucky one playing, say, a Trinidadian team or something like that. Duncan, I think that might be another penalty. It's not, though. That was a little questionable by the referee. Wish they'd take a look at that on VAR. Tolkien, oh my god. Tolkien drives in, and that is a very unorthodox clearance there by that defender. But they're building out now, which is not too bad here. It's going to be the end of the highlight. They've still had no shots. Definitely a good half from us. Omir is going to need a sub, though. It looks like he's picked up a slight knock. I don't think did I bring in Goma? I don't think I did. Oops. My bad there. Can play this role. Carmona. We'll do that, and we'll give oh, we're only given 3 subs. Yep, Carmona it is. Yep, not the 5 sub rule, I guess, in this. Back to 3. We'll see if MLS goes back to it. Omir. Oh! Almost scored before going off. That would have been great for him. Carmona's on now. Omir hopefully doesn't have to worry too much. Looking around the grounds, NYCFC are down. Tigres, Toronto tied. Real España, never mind, Tigres just scored. Atlanta United tied. Atlas 3-0 up. Pachuca 3-0 up. So it looks like the big boys are doing well right now. You could have 2 Zunigas on the field. Duncan, lovely cover there. Back to Coronel. Into Bernelli. Tolkien, Caceres, Luquinhas, well done, guys. Carmona, Van Zier, Morgan. No overlap from Duncan. We should be having one. Where's Duncan? We can't see. We want to make sure there's an overlap from Duncan. I can't really see. There it is. I was like, I know that's supposed to be there. That's designed in the tactic. Ball across, but it's to the head of Luquinhas, which is something he's not going to be able to deal with very well. Cuts it back to Caceres. Little clip back post header! Lewis Morgan, first of the season, and we're going now 2-0 up. Things are looking good in Costa Rica. Brunelli is struggling a bit here, so Nealis will come on for him. And with it being 2-0, Zuniga is going to make his competitive debut for us. I think this will be good for him. Carmona here. Heidman into Morgan. Into Duncan. Can he find the space? Nope. A bit of a blocked cross. Back into Heidman. Lovely ball. And oh, Zuniga just doesn't jump in time, and he's rising as he hits it. Oh, what a cross that was. My God. Long ball there from the goalkeeper. Nealis does well. Heidman, quick feet, gets it out to Duncan again. Can Duncan find a cross? Crosses it in. It's... Oh, okay. It's a little under hit as it's behind Zuniga, but he manages to head it, though nowhere really close to the goal. Set piece here for these guys. Can they find one? Doesn't look like it. Quinones has got it. You can beat him. Never mind. He's going to find Zuniga, who's in some space here. Can he beat his man? Come on, man. Take him on. All right. Play safe here. Back to Duncan. Duncan's going to drive forward. He can beat his man from pace. Play the cross in. Luquinhas! The volley's into the back of the net, and that's 3 goals. 2 later on, and it looks like it's definitely going to be us taking home 3. Well, not even taking home the result and taking an advantage back to the U.S. with us, which I don't know if these guys will be able to handle, but I'm very, very happy with this. Could we even add another here? It's going to definitely make me feel better about resting some people with the season starting quite soon and the Champions League and the season being on top of each other pretty much to start the year. So we're going to have to make sure we rest and switch players out quite effectively. And I don't know if you guys are avid followers of MLS, but you'll know that Seattle Sounders are notorious for tanking early on in the season to win the Champions League or attempt to, and then try to make the playoffs in the final tour. Like once the games end, they just start winning like crazy, and that's a goal. Freddie Gondola for them, trying to pull it back somewhat. It's a late goal, not something I wanted to concede, but brings it to 2. Makes me a little more antsy going into the next leg. So we'll see what happens here, but a little more antsy. Good performance from people though. Goals for the big front 3. It's going to be good. Fernandez nearly getting on the act as well, but that's a common thing that happens. You see teams tank a bit more. LAFC probably doing it right now a bit. Philly definitely have done it a little bit to start this season too. So we'll see how that happens with us, and if we can do that as well. I'd love to not have to worry, but as of right now, it's kind of okay. We have about a week. So here's this, and we have about, what is that? 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 days in between, but things could be pretty rough because if we go through to the next leg, I think this next game will be here, meaning that won't have much of a turnaround for that first game away against RSL. But with that being said, I'm going to skip ahead to the second leg, and we'll see if we can get the job done. All right, I've skipped ahead, and some sort of bad news. 2 players are out with a virus. So Yearwood and Coronel are both going to miss. Oh, Yearwood's recovered inside. That's good. So Carmona is not going to be able to play. Fernandez is. You know what? We'll go. Oh, no, he was pretty tired. We'll go with that. Sorry, we'll go. No, actually, no. Yeah, no. We'll stick with that. That's fine. Front line, we'll give Zuniga the start, and same with Ngoma. Those 2. That middle, we'll go with Edelman and Caceres. Yeah, so obviously a bit of a rotated squad, but not totally rotated, so we're still in good stead. We obviously still need to be careful. They've come out with, I think, almost the exact same lineup. Did I encourage them? That's weird. I mean, encouragement works really well. No. It's odd. Well, Luquinhas has got it here. It's good to be back home in Red Bull Arena. Wow, what a great save. Zuniga's got to score that. And has nearly scored, what, 7 minutes into his first start. Morgan swings it in. Nothing there. I forgot they have a Zuniga on the field as well. So the battle of the Zunigas today. Ngoma early yellow card. I mean, as long as we do well, I'm not really going to complain about the score. Morgan's got the set piece here. He's going to go for goal. And it's just going to be over the top. That is unfortunate. Alright, Tolkien's got it here. I think NYCFC have leveled up the tie, because I think they lost 2-1. Into Ngoma here. Oh, just can't get enough. He's got to move that ball over to his left foot to protect it a little better there. I think NYCFC are ahead now on aggregate for sure. Edelman, Caceres, wide to Tolkien. Can we get another attack going? Right now it looks like the left side has been our kind of main potency level of threat. That's poor from Reyes. Both of them can get back enough to force a bit of a miss shot. So we'll take that. It's going to make it a half-time, 0-0. It's good for us, though. We're doing well. I'm not too... like, obviously, some players so-so, but I'm not too concerned with it going 0-0 to half-time. Obviously, we're up 3-1 in aggregate. Why complain? Bernadeschi and a missed penalty from Gignac. That game sounds like it's probably pretty interesting. Atlanta's taking a 2-1 lead. That's unfortunate. I was hoping for a bit of help. I don't want to have to play them. NYCFC's taking the lead. It's all tied up. In the Real Salt Lake's game, Atlanta's really taking the lead now. Throw in here for these guys. It's headed on, but Luquinhas is too short. Ngoma plays back to Reyes. I would love him to skip that. Actually, never mind. Morgan was pretty well to Carper. Harvard drives in. Morgan's got it and can slide it into the bottom corner. But hold up. There is an offside. We'll see if we can do that. See what we can do from this. Nope, it's a good goal. Lovely run from Harper. Driving direct. Defender lets him go. Morgan, lovely touch. Lovely finish into the bottom corner. Not much to complain about there. With that being said as well, I think that's going to be the end of these two. Have Omir and LAS come on for those guys who've played very well so far today. That being said, I think final sub will make... actually, we'll make that Edelman just for the sake of him being in a yellow card. Reyes! Just over. But it's a good job so far, though. Ngoma definitely is going to have to step up a bit. But he's young and he's got a lot of potential. So, you know what? It's a risk we'll take this season. We want a challenge, but Zuniga's in. Can he get his first goal? No, but he's got a player sent off. Done very well with his touch to get in front of the man. That could be a straight red. Nah, it's a second yellow, but I definitely feel like that could have been a straight red card. Good job from Zuniga, though. Lovely run. Lovely job from him. Guess nothing really came of the set piece. NYCFC up 5-1. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Long ball over the top. There's Zuniga can get on it. Cuts it back. Omir, good tracking back. Bit of a helpless ball forward. Nobody. Reyes, Heidman's got it. Can he find a ball forward? There it is. Zuniga's on. Can he find it? No, he's caught up again. Cáceres scores the rebound. Zuniga just needs to get a little bit better control or a little bit more pace in his run. Because twice now he's had the chance to pull away and he's just not. Borges calm and composed, as you would assume. Ball over the top here. Reyes, poor decision to jump. He can't track back. Tejada just fires wide. Oh, it's saved by Marucci. Corner swung in. A nice shot, Marucci. Good save. Marcucci. Sorry, Marcucci, not Marucci. I'd been nice, but it's just a little much. Ooh, he can get it. Never mind. Thought he could get it back there. Harper, good job on Lopez there. Force him going backwards. Clipped ball in behind. Needs to do a little better than that. But Tejada fires way over the top, so we're not complaining there. The game should be ending here, and it should be a victory for us over 2 legs. 2-0 win back home in New Jersey, as well as a 3-1 win away in Costa Rica. Look like they'll be the finalized results. Just coming into the formalities of the end of the game here, it seems. I doubt there'll be much more here. As Harper takes the throw, waiting on the whistle. Omir's got it. He can get forwards here. Maybe a late goal. Not really going to change anything. No, that's going to be the whistle as he drives into the corner. Another victory! And a lovely job. Cáceres did very well over both matches. Maybe deserving his place over Yearwood to start this season. Those two will continue to fight it out. Yearwood started with Cáceres. Yearwood came back. Cáceres a little bit. Then Yearwood really finished strong. So we'll see. Looking around at what happened. Wow. What a crazy game. 92nd minute equalizer. Going to penalties where Pachuca wins it in the end. Tigres 2-0 over at Toronto. 5-1 for Real Salt Lake over Allianz. Also 5-1 victory in aggregate. NYCFC 6-3. Wow. 5-1 win at home. So, I mean, it's tough to play away in these grounds. Yeah, Atlanta only won 1-0 there. 3-1 at home. Those guys smashed them away as well. So, yeah, definitely pretty tough for some of these teams going away. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be tough. See, already have some matches rearranged. We face Tigres. You've got to be kidding me. That is not easy at all. Wow. All right, that's not a lot of fun. So I think next time you guys are back, we will do Tigres' second leg, as well as away in Mexico, as well as our game against Austin FC in the MLS. So a third MLS game. You guys will get to see our home debut in the MLS this year, as well as the second leg against Tigres. So, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you guys are interested in more Red Bulls content, you can do so by hitting the subscription button and then clicking the notification bell next to it. And if you want to catch up on some of the prior content, you can do that by following along with the playlist linked in the description or the one at the end of this video. I really appreciate all you guys watching, and I'll be sure to catch you guys next time.